Hello and welcome to Startup Hack. The big day arrived. Your lead or manager put on the board a story called Migration to .NET 6.0 and all applications must migrate ASAP. You and 100% others on the internet went to check the migration requirements and found that along with .NET 6.0 comes C Sharp 10 with several cool features. You give your lead the idea when planning to use some features with migration, and this implies refactors, spikes, and research. Your lead simply responds, "We don't have time." Well, if this is your case, or if you all have time in the world, or if you want to do it home for fun, here are some C Sharp features there that are simple to do that do not impact flow of your code, which drastically reduces the amount lines of code and make your application cleaner and easier to read. So today's agenda, we will talk about first, global using statements, second, file scope namespaces, third, check strings for null. Do you want to earn $100,000 a year? Do you want to become a software developer within just 3 months? With our amazing course and awesome tutors, you never have to worry about getting stuck. We help students to learn skills that companies want to hire. We are Startup Hack. Don't forget to subscribe our channel. So let's get started. So let's start with global using statements. Microsoft has introduced globally valid using statements for you to not to having to insert these statements into each project file repeatedly. Globally available once declared with the keyword global. Let's say you have several classes on your project that deal with the same using every time systems Microsoft, or you have made a huge refactor and some usings you forget to remove. With this new feature, you can easily reduce those issues. Let's take this simple program.cs, that is using a few common statements that you use on daily basis. Let's eliminate these usings. Eliminate, say yes or no. We are going to create a new file project called GlobalUsings.cs and put their usings keyword global in front of them like this. Okay, cool. Now let's go back to our program CS and see if there's some changes. Wow, the color changed and we all know what that means. Let's remove and see what happens. Eureka, clean code. That's statements. New feature implemented. Do that on your application migration to .NET 6.0 and start to evangelize your teammates. Just reminder, the global using.cs you have to create for each project and not for the entire solution will be great though. So the second cool feature of C# 10 is file scope namespaces. If you made it to the second feature implementation, you are not a Cyan anymore and you become a Super Cyan and you want more. The new feature is file scope namespaces and it changes the way you use namespaces and brackets on your file. The namespace is then terminated with a semicolon. The two brackets are no longer necessary, which also eliminates the indentation. So we'll go from this to this. Notice the difference. Namespace will now receive a comma and the brackets are gone. Okay, pretty simple. Reduce a lot of code. Make the file cooler for the ladies or the boys. But John, how am I going to do that on my entire application? I have over 9,000 files. My lead will kill me. Glad you asked. What if I told you that you can change all your files using editor config and a command line? Let's do it. Open your IDE or a text editor. Here I am using VS Code. Create a new file called .editor config on the root of your repository like this. Now insert on your editor code like in the video. Using C# underscore style underscore namespace declarations equals to file scope as a warning will tell you IDE, hey, if some C# class is not using the new file scope feature, please warn the user to change the new version. Pretty cool, huh? Yes. Your Visual Studio is already telling you to convert the code to the new feature. Now let's make more interesting. Let's format automatically using command line. Moving back to our VS Code, we are going to create a new terminal and provide the following command line: .NET format style. So the last cool feature of C# 10 is check strings for null. It is now easier to do with C# 10. Every time you want to throw an argument null exception, you will do something like this. But now you can simplify like this. See, easy peasy lemon squeezy. You can now implement all these new features on .NET 6.0 and C# without any complexity. Make your code cleaner with a lot less code, and you are up to date with new stuff coming from new framework. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe our channel. And if you want to join our course bootcamp, you can join by using startuphack.com/startnow. Thank you.